Okay, remember Riya Chakrabarti, of course, spoke to us about the drug issue earlier. We'll come to that in a moment, but I want to raise the big questions. Is Riya today a victim or a villain? Has the NCB simply foisted this case on Riya Chakrabarti? Is the NCB ignoring some of the big fish? These are some of the questions. Is this case now simply been foisted to somehow or the other nail Riya Chakrabarti? I'm joined by special guests right at the top. Aryama Sundaram, Senior Advocate, Supreme Court. Umakant Mishra, former Additional Director, NCB. Kunika Sadanand is a lawyer and activist, an actor who also knows Riya Chakrabarti. YP Singh, former IPS officer. And we'll also be speaking to Julio Ribeiro, who, remember, is one of the country's most distinguished police officers. I want to come to each of you one by one to get your first reactions to this remand copy that I have with me. Why don't you start, Aryama Sundaram, as a senior advocate? Is it enough to to use these serious charges of being part of a drug syndicate and conspiracy when the remand copy only suggests that she was procuring drugs and paying for them for Sushant Singh Rajput?
Rajdeep, this remand copy, unfortunately, look, it seems to raise questions on questions. And let me tell you why. The fact is, this whole thing started as an inquiry to find out what the cause of Sushant Singh Rajput's death was. Whether it was suicide, whether it was homicide, if it was homicide, who was behind it, etc. Then I think public opinion, media pressure, everything else has really put it on to find out far more. Now, this NCB remand copy for me is a very troubling one, and I'll tell you why. Because if you see that, what it really says is that there was a drug syndicate, including Riya, who were procuring drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput. What does that make the deceased? I mean, the man is dead, he can't defend himself. But what does it make him? It makes him the prime procurer.
Yes.
And they are agents for the procurement.
So if Sushant was alive today, he would be the first to be arrested.
Reads, if he was alive, they would probably have made him an accused. So I really don't know where this is going. The charge actually, when you talk about the syndicate, it's a syndicate to supply drugs or procure drugs for her partner. He was her life partner and she's meant to procure drugs for him. What does it mean really? What that remand report says is that he was a drug user and she was helping her partner procure drugs and he was procuring it with her assistance. So looked at that way, I don't know where this remand report is really going, but what I am glad is that what this remand report shows is that finally some action is going to be taken against this terrible menace of drugs. And actually, a report like this, when I look at it, I think that if public perception be right, I'm not saying it is, half of socialite Delhi, Goa, Bombay, Bangalore, half of the Bollywood industry, half of the fashion industry, all of them would fall within the same bracket.
So we can come to that, but just for a moment, let's get preliminary remarks on this report itself, because this report
to inquire into cause of death of Sushant Singh Rajput, we've gone into a complete tangent. We're now on a different line.
Absolutely.
If this is going to help in exposing the drug trade, I, for one, who am so anti-drugs, I'm very happy. Okay. And I'm very happy about that.
Let's come, though, to this remand copy one by one. Because Umakant Mishra, you're a former Additional Director, NCB. I want to understand, is the NCB suggesting that the cook, for example, Dipesh Sawant, who simply went to go and get the drugs for his boss, Sushant Singh Rajput, all of which are barely 40, 50 grams, is part of a drug syndicate? A cook who earns 10, 12,000 rupees to serve his boss is now being arrested. Is the NCB foisting this case? कुछ नहीं मिला तो कहीं ना कहीं रिया को पकड़ना है. How do you explain that? Drug syndicate with no evidence?
See, Rajdeep ji,
sir,
you must first consider how it started. It started with a WhatsApp forwarded by the ED. So that is the basis. That is the basis which created this investigation trail.
Yes.
Now, a syndicate means a group of people. It doesn't mean anything large, the volume, it doesn't mean that they are dealing with 100 kilos of heroin.
The cook and the house manager become part of a syndicate?
Let me explain. Because, you see, when there is a group of people, there is coordination. There is somebody tells somebody to bring, somebody tells somebody procures, somebody gives the money and somebody uses it. Mr. Sundaram was referring that if this would have been continued, the Sushant Singh Rajput would have been held responsible. But that is a part of the investigation. Let me explain where all this is going. You see, there is always a consumption angle, there is always a supply angle. Consumption angle is treated very softly under the law, but the supply angle is treated with a very hard glove kind of a thing. So when the investigation goes on, when you find a group of people, it is very common to term it as a syndicate because it is all a coordinated and organized movement. Now where it is going, let me tell you, is now Ria has been arrested and produced before the court. Now
Yes.
you have the remand application in your hand. What does the remand application says? It says she was procuring and supplying to Sushant Singh Rajput. Now where does
No,
it
sir,
leave Ria?
sir, let
Now
me be
Ria
very
is
clear. It
categorically
says Ria
told
and
that
Sushant
she
were
was not
procuring the
consuming.
drugs and they were paying for them. My point is, if that becomes part of a syndicate, then there are question marks. Unless they can prove links to the drug peddlers, they are going to have to prove wider links to drug peddlers across. But I'll come to you again, sir, in a minute. I just want preliminary remarks. Your first reactions, YP Singh, to this remand copy, which suggests that she was part of a drug syndicate.
This is, I think, very, very preposterous on behalf of the Narcotics Control Bureau, because as per the composition of NCB, they are supposed to unravel international drug linkages and huge volumes of drug trade. They are not supposed to go after petty cases, which is generally the domain of the local beat head constable or the sub-inspector. In fact, if at all the case ought to have been registered, it should have been registered by the local police at the local level.
Yes.
Now, NCB has transgressed its primary commitment to unravel large matters, and they have gone after this small case, and that too they are stretching sections like anything. At best, it can be a case of consuming small quantities of self-consumption, and Ria being a facilitator for Sushant. She is not the facilitator for the drugs trade, so I think this case would not stand. And if at all Ria can be charged, it can be on a very minor matter of Section 27, which they have done mentioned in the remand report, and which perhaps is contradictory because Section 27 relates only to self-consumption. And I think this case is going to fall flat in the court of law. At best,
Sir, but till then,
Ria can
till
be
the
charged with
case
this.
falls flat in a court of law, we don't know whether that will happen. For now, clearly, Ria Chakrabarti is an accused. And I want to come to you, Kunika Sadanand, because the one weakness in Ria's case is she is supplying the drugs to her boy, procuring them for her boyfriend. She's an adult, he's an adult, right? She is not supposed to be procuring those drugs in the first place, whatever the quantity of it be. You can argue that many people do the same across high society, but that can be no defense. The fact is, why instead of trying to get Sushant off drugs, she seems to be procuring drugs for him.
Rajdeep ji, first of all, let me just correct you, minor correction, that I don't know Ria at all. I just got to know about her 3 months back from the news channels. I've never met her. Now, your question is absolutely right that she has procured drugs for her boyfriend. I know it's not going to sound legal coming from a lawyer, but in our country or anywhere in the world, a woman does a lot for her man, and we all know that. Whether it's right or wrong, I don't want to get into that. But if she was getting drugs for Sushant, Sushant must have been wanting to have those drugs. That's why she was getting it. And does that prove that that drug consumption, that weed or that 50 grams or whatever that they were buying, that 5,000 rupees worth of drugs or 10,000 rupees, does that prove that he committed suicide or that she murdered him because of those drugs? And
No, but
why
this case
would
is
she
not
murder
about
him?
murder suicide.
Why would
This
she want
case
him
has
to become
moved.
a
That's
drug
the point.
addict?
The
If she was
timeline of this case, and I want to put it on my screen, has moved from
Exactly.
nepotism to money laundering,
So,
to
and he was
cheating,
an adult.
to mafia, to now drugs.
You're absolutely right. That's what I'm saying. This, as YP Singh Saab said and Ariman Sundaram sir said, that it really doesn't even, and I don't think it's going to stand the test of law, because you're saying either she's a consumer or she's a peddler. She can be both. But where is the proof of all this? But of course, they'll say the proof is going to be produced in the court. So let's see. But for 14 days, when they take her, if they take her into judicial custody, they must frame their charges and they must have substantive reasons for framing those charges. This is my take on it.
Let me for a moment play what Riya had told me when I had asked her the question on drugs. Remember, I had asked her specifically on procuring drugs for Sushant Singh Rajput. Listen in to what Riya Chakrabarti had said then.
ड्रग कंट्रोल भी आपको क्वेश्चन कर सकती है, क्योंकि कहीं ना कहीं ये सवाल उठ रहा है कि क्या रिया का ड्रग पेडलर्स, ड्रग डीलर्स के साथ कोई कनेक्शन है।
ये यही बचा था ना अब मेरे ऊपर डालने के लिए कि इस लड़की को इतना क्रूसिफाई कर दो। मैं तो बोलती हूँ एक बंदूक के ले आओ, मेरी फैमिली लाइन से खड़ी हो जाएगी, गोली मार के उड़ा दो हमें, नहीं तो हम ही सुसाइड कर लेते हैं, फिर कौन रिस्पॉन्सिबल होगा। I deny all these allegations. They are absolutely baseless. और मैं इनके डिटेल्स में सिर्फ एक रीजन के लिए नहीं जाना चाहूंगी कि ये मेरे आगे की इन्वेस्टिगेशन और केस को तंग कर सकता है।
फिर भी मैं पूछूंगा और आप अपना जवाब दे सकती है। 3 चैट्स है। 2017 में एक चैट होती है एक होटेलियर गौरव आर्या के साथ, जहां कहा जाता है कि आप एक तरह से एमडीएमए ट्राई करना चाहती है। आप कहती हैं मैरिजुआना के बारे में बात होती है। इन केस वी स्पीक अबाउट हार्ड ड्रग्स, आई हैवंट डन टू मच, ट्राइड एमडीएमए वंस। ये मैसेज व्हाट्सएप का सब चैनल्स पर चल रहा है। ये 2017 में है। आपने कभी एमडीएमए लिया है?
जी नहीं, आई हैव नेवर टेकन एनी ड्रग्स।
तो ये ट्राइड एमडीएमए वंस?
नेवर, एंड आई एम विलिंग टू डू अ ड्रग टेस्ट।
सो यू डिनाई दिस कन्वर्सेशन?
आई डिनाई।
विद गौरव आर्या?
यस।
You don't know him?
No, I do know him, but I deny the contents of this conversation, and I will like to reserve the rest of this for the investigation.
In that interview, I had also asked about procuring drugs for Sushant. We'll play that also in a moment, Aryama Sundaram. But I want to ask you, therefore, given what she's the stand that she's taken, that she's claiming she's never taken drugs, therefore it now comes to procurement and supplying drugs for Sushant. Is that enough for applying section 2027 of the NDPS simply because you want to make them non-bailable and as strict as possible, when there doesn't seem to be on the surface any conspiracy? What is the conspiracy, Aryama Sundaram, you see in providing drugs for your boyfriend who's, according allegedly, a drug addict?
Well, Rajdeep, I think you've hit the nail on the head. You know, the fact is, law is a very strange thing. And let me tell you why. Assume that she had nothing to do with Sushant. Assume that she was a person who Sushant would call and she would get the drugs and pass it on to Sushant. Mm-hmm. And she would receive the money from Sushant, and God knows where she would pass on that money. In that case, she would be a drug peddler. She'd be a drug supplier. She would be a lot of those things, and that's quite serious. But here she is. Assume a person is living with Sushant. Assume a person is the wife of a man, and the man tells the wife, please just call and just get me this. Please, I need some now. Please just tell them to send it to me. Now that takes a completely different complexion. You cannot then call her a peddler. You cannot call her a supplier. What she then becomes is nothing more than assisting him in getting his drugs, in which case her abetment is to him. She becomes an abettor to his activity. It is not that she has an independent role as a peddler or a supplier. Therein lies the difference.
Yes.
And that's where I think the hub of this case is going to come down to.
No, but therefore, where does this leave this entire NCB remand copy? Obviously, there could be some more evidence that we don't know about, which hasn't come. Umakant Mishra ji, is that the way the NCB operates? That you first get a remand copy on very general grounds and then say, baad mein hum pura evidence laenge. At the moment, the fact is based on instructions issued to Samuel Miranda, the house manager, Dipesh Sawant, who was the cook, and Shobik Chakrabarti, her brother. We are saying that she's part of a drug syndicate connected with drug supplies. Are we a banana republic? I mean, has the NCB become a banana agency? First of all, it's supposed to handle interstate drug syndicates. It's now handling which girlfriend is supplying her drugs to which boyfriend. What has gone wrong with the NCB, sir? Kya ho raha hai?
Rajdeep ji, let me explain this. I am not a supporter of NCB or anything. I'm just speaking about the law and the situation.
Preposterous charge. Preposterous is the word I'm using.
Just let me explain about the remand application. No, it is not a banana republic. What happens is that NCB starts an investigation. You must understand that NCB is an intelligence organization, NCB is an investigation organization, and NCB is a bureau. Now you are talking about Section 27. Section 27 is very dangerous. There are two sections, 27 and 27A. 27 is about consumption, where you get a jail term of 1 year or 6 months. Now when you come to 27 capital A, you will remember now you were referring to 2017 chart with Arya, and right from there on 2017, 18 and 19, those WhatsApp group chats and everything, they create some sort of a corroborative evidence that she has been dealing with drugs.
Okay.
Now what is the difference between 27 and 27A? 27 is about consumption, which already RIA has refused. So the law will not charge her under 27. I think it is a matter of tactics. I don't support NCB, but I see there is a tactics on the part of NCB. Now I think NCB will charge her under 27 capital A, where it is about financing, because the group chart says give money.
So if I pay 15,000 rupees through my credit card to buy drugs for my boyfriend, I become a financier of drugs.
Whatever, crime is a crime.
Okay. You're saying
Crime
that this is therefore the first step. I just want to turn to Giulio Ribeiro, one of the country's top
A matter of tactics, I'm telling you.
I spoke to Giulio Ribeiro earlier and I asked him this. RIA's lawyer is calling it a travesty of justice. The NCB says they are probing her drug links. How do you react? Do you believe her supporters who are calling her a victim of a witch hunt are right? Or do you believe the NCB is strictly following the law of the land? You supply drugs, whether it's to your boyfriend or anyone, you pay the price.
Whether it is a matter of such great national urgency that we should catch this young girl. I think she's 28 years old or something. I feel sorry for her, I can only say that. But if they want to arrest her for a crime of ensuring that he gets his supply of drugs, which of course he only is responsible for that, then I suppose they can get her for that. Because I think almost everybody in the film world uses drugs. And it is no problem for the NCB to get hold of all these people. But the NCB, I'm sure, have much bigger things to bother about than catching small users of drugs.
No, but that is precisely the question. Should the NCB be going after the big fish, whether it's in Bollywood or anywhere, rather than going after an actor who at the moment seems to be guilty of procuring and along with her boyfriend paying for drugs that he was taking? Is this what the NCB in the country should be doing?
Well, I think people should ask this question to themselves, but if they want to get her, they have got her. I don't think that she would probably be guilty of that. She probably had helped him since she was in love with him, and this is the cost of love.
If they want to get her, they will get her. I mean, what does this mean, YP Singh? This is what Giulio Ribeiro tells me, the country's top cop. If they want to get her, they will get her. Is this the way the NCB functions?
I think this is the way the general investigation functions, because the undercurrent is that you show me the person, I'll show you the crime. This has been an ancient following done by lots of secret agencies of dictatorial countries. And perhaps that's why they have, if you want to fix someone, you can fix someone. You can stretch the law beyond any imagination, just like certain channels had been insisting that it's a case of murder. And now that CBI is unable to unravel any evidence with regard to murder, a diversionary tactics has been adopted. And NCB, which never does such cases, it's just a WhatsApp communication. There's no physical seizure of drugs. And drugs have to be seized, they have to be tested, whether they were actually drugs or otherwise.
Mr. Mishra, is that true that a WhatsApp conversation is not enough? You need possession, you need to actually have evidence of possession. Is that true? Mr. Mishra? Okay.
I lost you.
Sir, what I mean is a WhatsApp conversation enough, or do you need possession?
No, you see, there is a concept in law, it's called a constructive possession concept. But what I am referring to in the context of what Mr. YP Singh has said, you see, NCB is really not into these small seizures. But it came into his hand through ED. But once an investigation starts, it has to be taken to a logical conclusion. Now, as far as RIA or anything, as I told you, it is a matter of tactics. The first step is what is at hand.
Right.
That is investigation. NCB as an intelligence organization will take it to the next step further and go on the basis of the intelligence. You see, whatever is visible now is not the entire thing.
Right. So you're saying you're maintaining that what is being done so far may not be the entire picture. Kulika Sadanand, that's the question. You know, many believe that this is only the first step. NCB has been telling us that we will go after other actors who may be involved in drug trade. Therefore, in a way, RIA is only the starting point.
Rajdeep ji, according to me, I feel that this NCB, this arrest of Rhea Chakrabarti is only a face-saving attempt that they have made, because the ED is not getting anything. The CBI has still not finished their investigations, or they've not come up with any conclusions, or at least some sort of conclusion. So I feel, because there's a lot of public pressure, and that is definitely having an impact on this, and therefore they have taken this, you know, face-saving arrest that they're doing. This is my opinion. And none of the people who've been arrested were found with drugs in their possession. So as Mishra Saab said, that you can arrest even if you don't find them with drugs in their possession. But the point is that, again, we're going to come to how far is this going to stand in the court, or how far is this really going to stand in the eyes of law?
Let me take that to Aryama Sundaram.
Absolutely, according to me, a witch hunt, and this is a face.
You're saying it's a face-saver, a witch hunt. Are those words you would use, Aryama Sundaram, at this stage, or would you say it's preliminary to suggest that? Prima facie, would you suggest this appears like a witch hunt, a face-saver?
You know what?
That only on the basis of this remand copy as of now, that drugs provided to my boyfriend, which she is not confessing to consuming herself, become enough reason for 14 days judicial custody?
Copy. In fact, according to me, on the strength of the remand copy, it is most unfortunate that the person who's most damned is Mr. Sushant Singh Rajput, a man who's no more with us. And let me also tell you, on the strength of the remand copy, allow me to be mythological a bit. I think, Rajdeep, you would remember the famous Brahmastram in our Hindu mythology. And the story was, when the Brahmastram was released, it could not come back without hitting some target. I feel a Brahmastram has been released thanks to all the hype which has come about, everything else. And that Brahmastram having been released and not having found its mark as yet, either in the homicide angle or in the ED angle or in those siphoning of money angles, has now found its mark in this NCB angle. So I tend to believe this was a Brahmastram which was released and had to land somewhere.
Okay,
and
a Brahmastram which had to land somewhere. You know, I just want to play once again what Rhea had told me when I had asked her specifically about Sushant and drugs. Listen in. 2020 सैमुअल मिरांडा का एक कॉन्वर्सेशन आया हुआ है कि स्टॉक इज ओवर. इससे यह पता चलता है कि या तो आप ड्रग ले रही थी या सुशांत ले रहा था. सच्चाई क्या है?
इट्स अनफॉर्चुनेट कि किसी के गुजर जाने के बाद हमें उनकी वाइसेस को ऐसे एक्सप्लॉइट करना होता है, पर अब मेरे पास कोई ऑप्शन नहीं है. यस, सुशांत यूज्ड टू स्मोक मैरिजुआना, और हाँ, वो काफी रेगुलरली पीते थे. मुझसे मिलने से पहले से पीते थे. इनफैक्ट केदारनाथ की शूटिंग या उससे जरा सा पहले से उन्होंने शुरू किया था ये. और मैं इनफैक्ट उन्हें कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करती थी. सिर्फ इसी डिपार्टमेंट में मैं उन्हें कंट्रोल करने की कोशिश करती थी, मैं कट डाउन करने की कोशिश करती थी. लेकिन ही वॉज अ मैन ऑफ हिज ओन चॉइसेस. ही वॉज अ ग्रोन मैन who chose what he wanted to do, and nobody could stop him.
You did not encourage him to take drugs?
Absolutely not. In fact, I have a chat.
Even though he was on the habit, वो ड्रग पर है, लेकिन आपने कभी उनको encourage नहीं किया.
नहीं, मैंने.
You didn't try to stop him.
I tried to stop him. I tried to stop him, and I tried to tell him to reduce it. But it is something he would do.
Now, that is a controversial statement. She told me she tried to stop him. The NCB seems to suggest she procured drugs for him. I want to turn to Julio Ribeiro. I do recall, Mr. Ribeiro, the last time we spoke, you said you were mystified that 3 agencies are being used to probe this, from CBI to ED to NCB. Do you believe the Mumbai police could have done all of this earlier, that the Mumbai police perhaps could have looked at maybe even the drug link earlier?
No. You see, this drug angle came up later. I think the ED found that there was some correspondence or some talk between them, because they had the means to get that particular this. I don't think the Bombay police would bother about the drug angle, because everybody knows that the whole industry would have to be, I think, have to be investigated, in which case one of the big economic activity in Bombay, the Bollywood, that would get finished. I mean, I don't know whether NCB or people who are experts or specialists in tracing drug supplies, whether they should go after individuals, because the individuals are only to be pitied. In my view, they have to be pitied, and they have to be sent to the clinics. They have to be sent to the clinics and given counseling. That is what should be done with users of drugs. Whereas the pushers and the ones who supply, that is what the NCB should do. This is my view. But I suppose they can always, if they want to do this is, as you know, a very political thing. And Riya Chakraborty, who perhaps knows nothing of politics, has been the pawn.
Riya Chakraborty has been made a pawn of politics. This is the country's most respected police officers, one of the country's top cops, saying this here today. And this remand copy is perhaps evidence of the pawn, the politics that has been played out in the case. But for now, we will let the law take its own course. Thank you all very much.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.